Hello, children. Today we shall be studying Chapter 7, Our Country India, from Geography of Class 6th, and it is from the NCERT book. So, let's start the chapter. And for further explanation of the chapter, we shall also be using this Indian map. So, let's start. As we can all see in this map is that our country India is very vast, from the northern Himalayas to the southern tip, and from east to west it is very vast country. The total area of our country is 3.28 million square kilometers, which is too much. And from the north to the south, the area is about 3,200 kilometers, and from east to west, the area is 2,900 kilometers. This is the Great Indian Desert, Thar, in the west. And we have the plateaus, and we have the coastal areas. India is a vast country, and it is, after China, it is the second most uh, country with major population. So I shall be reading the chapter. India is a country of vast geographical expanse. In the north, it is bound by lofty Himalayas. In the north, there are Himalayas. The Arabian Sea in the west, Arabian Sea is over here, and Bay of Bengal in the east, and Indian Ocean in the south of the Indian Peninsula. India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers, the total area. The north-south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,200 kilometers, and the east-west extent from Arunachal to Kutch is about 2,900 kilometers. The lofty Himalayas, the great Indian desert, the northern plain and uneven plateau surface, and the coast and islands prevent a diversity of landform. There is a great variety in the climate, vegetation, wildlife, as well as language and culture. In this diversity, we find unity that is reflected in traditions that bind us as one nation. India has a population of more than 120 crores since year 2011. It is the second most populous country of the world after China. Most second, there is a very heavy population in our country. Now, the setting, where is it located? As we already know about the equator. So, our country is in north of equator. It is above the equator. So, India is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, 23 degree 30 north, passes almost halfway through the country. From south to north, mainland of country extends between 8 degree 4 north and 37 degree 6 north latitudes. From west to east, India extends between 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east longitude. If we divide the world into eastern and western hemisphere, which hemisphere would India belong to? Due to the great longitudinal extent of about 29 degree, there should be a wide difference in local time of places located at two extreme points of India. As such, the difference between these 2 points would be of, so I'm turning the page, of about 2 hours. As you have learned earlier, the local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of longitude. The sun rises about 2 hours earlier in the east, Arunachal Pradesh, than in the west. You have already read earlier why the local time of longitude of 82 degree 30 east has been taken as the Indian Standard Time. This meridian or longitude is also termed as Standard Meridian of India. So over here we have, where is India located? It is located in the north of the equator, northern hemisphere, and these degrees, children, you have to learn where is it located. And we have a standard meridian time, and every longitude which passes by, as you see these lines, the time increases. So there is a Indian Standard Time which is there. So even if there is a difference of sunrise or timing between east to west, still in India, in a country, we follow the same timing. And in this map we can see what which are our neighboring countries: Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Tibet, China, Pakistan, Afghanistan. These are all our neighboring countries. Okay, so we share the land with seven countries which are our neighbors. So this is about those countries. And also, how many of these countries do you have access to any ocean or sea? Across the sea to the south lies our island neighbor, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by Park Strait. So Sri Lanka is also our neighbor, but there is no land over here which can differentiate between the two countries. Though there is water over here, and that water, it is known as Park Strait. Now, about the political and administrative divisions. India is a vast country. For administrative purposes, the country is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Telangana became 29th Indian state on 2nd June 2014. It was previously part of Andhra Pradesh. Delhi is the national capital. The states have been formed mainly on the basis of language. So, India, as you can see, physical difference is there. Every place is in the north Himalayas, desert, and every place is different. But there is a political difference also. India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories, and they are mostly divided on the basis of language which used to be spoken over there. Physical division. India is marked by diversity of physical features such as mountain, plateau, plain, coast, and island. Standing as sentinel in the north are the lofty snow capped Himalayas. Himalayas means the abode of snow. The Himalayas mountains are divided into three main parallel ranges. The northernmost is the Great Himalayas or Himalayas. The world's biggest peak are located in this region. Middle Himalayas or Himachal lies in the south of Himadri. Many popular hill stations are situated here. Find out the name of any five hill station. Shivalik is the southernmost range. So, if we talk about the physical differentiation of our country, so physically also it is divided into many. So, over here, from north to somewhere in the east are our Himalayas, and Himalayas are also divided into three set of ranges. Ranges are, matlab, they are some sort of line, or in a way. So the topmost is the Great Himalaya or Himadri. And over there only are some of the tallest or giant mountains located. Middle one is Himadri. Over there we have our hill stations, and at the last is the Shivalik. The North Indian plains lies to the south of the Himalayas. They are generally level and flat. These are formed by alluvial deposit laid down by the rivers, the Indus, Ganga, the Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. These river plains provide fertile land for cultivation and the reason for high concentration of population in these plains. So, over here are the Himalayas on the top, and just below the Himalayas, this complete region is flat area, not many mountains, it is flat, and it is very good for cultivation of crops. Why is it very good? Because many rivers flows from west towards east. They are flowing, many rivers are flowing. When they are flowing, they are bringing alluvial deposits, they are bringing irrigation is also good, and deposit the land is quite fertile. And that is also the main reason why there is a lot of population also over here. After that, it is in the western part of India lies the Great Indian Desert. It is dry, hot, and sandy stretch of land. It has very little vegetation. Over here is the desert. This is Aravali Range over here, Aravali Range, and it is very dry, hot. It is desert. Sand is there, very less vegetation. To the south of North Plain lies the Peninsular Plateau. It is triangular in shape. The relief is highly uneven. This is the region of numerous hill ranges and valleys. The Aravali Hill, one of the oldest ranges of the world, border. It is on the northwest side. The Vindhyas and the Satpuras are the important ranges. The rivers Narmada, Tapi flow through these ranges. These are west flowing rivers that drain into Arabian Sea. The Western Ghat or Sayadris border the plateau in the west, and the Eastern Ghat provide the eastern boundaries. While the Western Ghats are almost continuous, the Eastern Ghats are broken and uneven. The plateau is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. So, after the desert, ठीक है, when we talk further down, it is the Deccan Plateau. This area is the Deccan Plateau, and it is the this side is our Western Ghat. It is, as you can see, less broken, less uneven, relatively fine. This is the Eastern Ghats, but they are slightly, matlab, not very even or straight. To the west of the Western Ghat and east of the Eastern Ghat lies the coastal plain. So these are the Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, and coast beyond that. As you see, sea and ocean, they are all there. To the west, the western coastal plains are very narrow. The eastern coastal plains are much broader. There are number of east flowing rivers. The rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri drain into the Bay of Bengal. These rivers are formed fertile deltas as their mouth. The Sundarban Delta is formed where the Ganga and Brahmaputra flows into the Bay of Bengal. So, children, there is one very important fact is most of the rivers in our country are east flowing. They originate somewhere in the north or somewhere matlab, but they flow, they drain themselves into Bay of Bengal. But Narmada, Tapi are two rivers which originate somewhere over here, and they are west flowing, they flow towards the west. It is a point which is worth remembering. So this area where, see, Brahmaputra is coming, Ganga is coming, this area where both the rivers, a large malab area is covered by them. So this area is also relatively very fertile stretch of land. See, these are, and now it's a very interesting fact about the corals. So, corals are what? Corals are skeletons of tiny marine animals like polyps. When the living polyps die, their skeletons are left. Other polyps grow on top of these hard skeletons, which grow higher and higher, thus forming coral island. So, see, these are coral islands. See, you can see they are like stones, hard. So what are they? Marine animals or tiny, they when they die, so their hard skeleton, it forms such thing. Where are they usually located? They are in Lakshadweep. So this is a sketch by some child about the tsunami. See, and okay, the two group of islands also form part of India. Lakshadweep Island that are located in Arabian Sea. These are coral islands located off the coast of Kerala. The Andaman and Nicobars lie towards the southeast of the Indian mainland in the Bay of Bengal. Do you know which group of islands are affected by the tsunami in 2004? Find out through newspaper reports. So, our country, India, is from north to south, east to west, and also it is these small islands over here, these dots which you can see are the Lakshadweep Island. They are also part of our country, and over here are Andaman Nicobar Islands. They are also part of our country. They are also, they are not separate. Okay, so that was all about the chapter. It is very interesting chapter, and please revise it, read it well. It is very interesting. Okay, bye.